And welcome back to my channel. Unless you're new here, and then just welcome. My name is Rusty, and this is my channel where I talk about my favorite movies, mostly horror. And welcome to my March 2025 update. I kind of just realized, even though they sit right by me, I was like, oh my god, it's almost the end of April. And my March haul is still sitting in the recliner next to me. Maybe I should do that, yeah? So here we are. These are all of the movies that I purchased and received in the month of March 2025. And as usual, we begin with any DVDs that I may have gotten. This is the throwaways. I got this because it seriously reminded me of the Mod Squad with Giovanni Ribisi, whom I'm a huge, crush thing. But I really loved the Mod Squad, and when I read and saw the preview of this, I really was like, that's like the Mod Squad. Ragtag group of, criminals, bad people, joined together by a government agency to go on a secret mission. And so, yeah. So this looked really cool. There was no Blu-ray, so. And this is Evil. The Fight Club in a Boarding School. Okay. But yeah, this is Evil. I also could not find a Blu-ray of this. Academy Award nomination, really. So yeah, we will see. Now this is Censor, which actually it does have a Blu-ray release if you want to spend $40 for it. And I'm like, oh honey, please, you are not Shelley Winters in Bloody Mama. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to be real special for that kind of crap. So for some reason the Blu-ray is very, very expensive to get this, so I just settled for the DVD. Although I heard people say it's great, and I will probably like it too, but I'm not paying that for a Blu-ray. Well, not that Blu-ray anyway. This is Officer Down, sort of a horror comedy action. I do have this on Blu-ray. It was one of that big batch of Magnolia Magnet films that I got that would not play. Like 9, I think it was. My brother took them to his house, and they played perfectly fine on his PlayStation 5 and his Blu-ray player, but they won't play on mine. And mine is not an old one, so I mean, I don't understand. I've never had no problem with any other movie except this batch of Magnet films that I got from Hamilton Books. And so, I don't know. But that's the DVDs. Now we will move on to any the camera didn't like it when it didn't have nothing to focus on, did it? But these are any upgrades that I had. I really like this movie, Rust Creek. And so I was happy to upgrade it to Blu-ray. Girl takes wrong turn, ends up in the Appalachians with a bunch of meth creators. What do you call that? Meth makers? Drug lab? You know what I'm saying. But it's really good. I really love the ending. It's a really good movie. Rust Creek. This, of course, is Heart's War with Bruce Willis and Colin Farrell. I do have this on DVD and was very glad to, finally upgrade it to Blu-ray for my Bruce Willis and my war collection. This is Harrison Ford in Patriot Games. I have all of those. I have all of them. Sum of All Fears, Patriot Games, all of those of this series. And so yeah, I was able to upgrade this to Blu-ray, which was cool. When I went back, they didn't have the Sum of All Fears, so well, we'll get it to it. Tommy Lee Jones and Susan Sarandon and Charlize Theron in the Valley of Elaw. This is really, really, really good military. It's not a courtroom drama, but it's a crime drama. And The Valley of Elaw is a masterful film. It certainly is. I've always loved it. Of course, there's my DVD of it. So yeah, happy to upgrade that. The Valley of Elaw, all three of them, Susan, and especially Tommy Lee and Charlize, all of them are fantastic in this movie. This is Miss Sloane with Jessica Chastain. It isn't what it looks like. It's not an action or anything like that. It's a extremely interesting drama based around lobbyists and the government. But I did have this on DVD. It is an excellent drama film. And yeah, so when I saw it, I wanted it. This is Sordid Lives, the series. My God, but I love these shows. There's a movie called Sordid Lives, and then like 8 years later, it was so popular, the movie Sordid Lives was so popular that they got Dell, who made this. He wrote this. They got him to, they greenlit a miniseries, a prequel miniseries leading up to the movie to show you all the stuff you heard about in the movie. Even my brother and sister-in-law said they laughed their ass off all the way through this. So this is the series. It's got Olivia Newton-John, who is fantastic. Bonnie Bedelia. Rue McClanahan, in one of her last roles, plays Mama. You know, and there's Leslie Jordan. You know, and it is just a phenomenal, funny, hilarious movie. And it's a funny, hilarious prequel series to go with it. So you basically watch this and then you watch the movie, or vice versa, however you want to do it. But yeah, so I was very, very glad to get this. This also has, interestingly enough, Tammy Wynette and George Jones's daughter, Georgette. She is in this movie. She plays the ghost of Tammy Wynette in this movie. So she has several appearances during the series where she's appearing to Brother Boy here. So this is like, I was so glad to have this on Blu-ray. The Clove Hitch Killer, Dylan McDermott. I love this movie. I did have it on DVD. Now I've got it on Blu-ray. IFC Midnight. Got the slipcase. Very good. Now this is The Signal. This is the DVD that I had and still have because I'm keeping it because it's a really cool lenticular slipcase. So in special situations like that, I will keep the packaging instead of just putting it in here. But I really like, you know, this slipcase is pretty cool. So yeah, we'll keep that. So The Signal is now mine on Blu-ray. So that's all of the upgrades. Now we can move on to films that I did not have in my collection. So this is the first time they are in my collection, be that on DVD, Blu-ray. This is Bound to Vengeance. Cool little vengeance movie from IFC Midnight. One of those kidnapping, manage to escape, take revenge movies, which I love so much. This is Desecration, which is supposedly like really, really, really weird. This is a Code Red. Oh, so I guess I should have went into my boutique ones, but okay. So this is the Code Red remaster of it. Desecration. Miller's Crossing, one of those. I love gangster films, and this kind of gangster, like The Mob, like Godfather type gangster. This takes place in, I guess, the 30s or 40s or whatever. But anyway, it's Miller's Crossing with Gabriel Byrne and John Turturro and Albert Finney. Really good gangster flick from the Coen brothers. So yeah, Tommy Guns. Love me some Tommy Guns. This is Nosferatu, the director's cut. Whoever's in that. Well, I know about my sweetie, Bill Skarsgård, yes. Anyway, Bill's in it. Who else? Lily Rose Depp, yeah. Willem Dafoe. So, yeah, I only care about Willem Dafoe and Bill Skarsgård, to tell you the truth. But I heard a lot of people liked this. You know, I still haven't sat down and watched it. I'm sure I'll do a video when I do. Maybe I'll do a little Vampire Fest and it will be part of it. But yeah, so it was really the extended cut of Nosferatu. And this is in a violent nature. Of course, I have done a video on this already in my Slasher Fest, or one of my little mini Slasher Fests. Absolutely love this movie. It is phenomenal, so I'm very glad to have that forever and ever in my collection. And this is Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. It was the odd guy out. I thought that I had finished all my Leatherface, because, I mean, of course, I never want that Netflix shit. That's an abomination and doesn't count. But I thought I had all of the Leatherface movies. I thought I had all the Texas Chainsaw movies. And then I realized that there are 2 Texas Chainsaws named Leatherface. So I was like, oh man. So I had to go get this. But now I am officially finished. I have all of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies, except for that abomination that we just mentioned. And I can finally, do the whole series. I'll do videos on the whole series, so that's great. This is a crime drama called South of Heaven. It is really very cool. Evangeline Lilly, you know, and it was definitely not what I expected. I highly enjoyed it. It wasn't quite what I expected, but damn, it was good. I mean, it was really, really good. So, yeah, if you've never heard of it, it's called South of Heaven. He gets out of prison. They let him out on parole so that he can take care of and marry his girlfriend, Evangeline Lilly, who is dying of cancer. Of course, when he gets out, he gets an asshole probation officer that gets him right back into crime, where they cross this guy, and bloodshed ensues. And this is Jiujitsu. This was fun. This was a funny thing. I knew it would be because, of course, it's Nicolas Cage. So it's going to be weird. It's a sci-fi action movie about a warrior who comes through a portal every 6 years. And there's sort of like this samurai cult, Jiujitsu cult, who choose warriors. It makes this cult choose a certain amount of warriors to fight him every 6 years, or he will go around the countryside killing innocent people. So, yeah, we have the new batch that are going to fight him, including the old one from the last, from 6 years ago. And, yeah, it's just very cool. It's, strange, low budget, but really fun, and a lot of really good martial arts action in this. Frank Grillo is in it. Tony Jaa, Nicolas Cage. So yeah, it's interesting. If you run across it, it's cool. You feel free to buy it. It's interesting. It does what it's supposed to do. And continuing with movies I've never had, I'm continuing to get my James Bond on Blu-ray. And this month I got Thunderball. It was available, so I now have Thunderball. I think last month was Dr. No. So I'm slowly getting them all. So yes, James Bond and Thunderball. This is Brick Mansions. I was interested in watching this. It's Paul Walker. I don't really care. But it's Paul Walker. Not that I don't like him or anything. I think my favorite movie by him is Running Scared. I really love that movie, Running Scared. And I liked this. This was okay, but it had a lot of heavy shoes to live up to. This is a remake. It's an American remake of District D12 and D13. The only reason it's as good as it is because the guy who made D12 and D13 is him. He stars in those. He's in this as well. So you get to see his parkour in this. So this is a parkour movie. It's a remake of the very first original and only, District D13, D12 and D13, those are the best parkour movies ever made. And I was going to grab this other one from that guy who played the wolf in Twilight. He's got a parkour movie. I like parkour movies. He's got one. I was going to grab that, but then I heard about this. And I'm like, you remade District D12? Really? Did you? Let me see what that's like. So that's why I have that. And it turns out it was pretty good. This was actually... Wait. Didn't I watch this? Yeah, I watched this. I'd never heard of that. There's another 12 rounds. I think it stars that other wrestler, and I don't know who this is, but someone told me he was a wrestler, Randy Orton. And so this is 12 rounds 2, Reloaded. Oh, yeah. I know this movie. It's the one where the guy's playing a game with him, and he has 12 rounds to get it right. He's killing a lot of people. It's a revenge movie. This was really good, which you might be going, really? You didn't even remember the storyline. Well, that's because I'm very confused right now. It's hot down here. And also, I only saw it the once, but I liked it. It was really good. So, I don't know who Randy Orton is, but whoever he is, he was pretty cool. He was a good little action hero. This is The Protégé. Samuel Jackson and Michael Keaton. Let me tell you, this movie really kicked ass. It really, really kicked ass. It was a really good John Wick style movie. And I got the 4K set, 4K and Blu-ray. So really glad to have that. I was eyeing it for quite a while. And then I got it. And it was not disappointing in any means. I absolutely loved it. This is Piggy, which I also did a video on already. Piggy is a great slasher psychological horror movie. If you haven't seen it, you really should. It is an instant horror classic. I agree. I heard a lot of people talk about this. A mesmerizing horror masterpiece, Saint Maud. Well, I haven't watched it yet, so I can't tell you whether that's true or not. But I've heard enough good stuff from people who I think, who I trust their opinion. And so I'm pretty sure that I will like it. But yes, I'm very glad to have Saint Maud. And I got it with slipcase, so that was cool. I did have Tucker and Dell versus Evil on digital at Voodoo. And of course, anything I have that I bought on digital, I try to get the physical when I can. And I did. And I did a video on this as well. It is hilarious. I really enjoyed it. It was very fun. So, yeah. Now, this is 2 movies by the same director, so I heard about them at the same time. And it was like, hey, dude, you have really got to check out this director's movies because they are really, really good. So I'm like, well, okay. So they had both of them, Odity and Caveat. So I bought both of them. And yeah, I'm really, really glad to have them. They're both from the same director. And if you go watch the trailers, they are very, very interesting. This is Cuckoo, which probably would have made my top list of 2024 had I had it, but I didn't have it yet. And now I do. So I'm very, very glad to have Cuckoo. When I saw this, I was like, you have got to be fucking kidding me, yeah. I remember when I was a teenager, this fucking movie made me laugh so hard. It was so... I like both of them, La Cage aux Folles and La Cage aux Folles 2. I wish they had La Cage aux Folles, but I was shocked when I saw this. And I'm like, oh no, man. It's fucking La Cage aux Folles 2. It's... Oh no. But if you don't know what this is, if you remember, Robin Williams made a movie called The Birdcage. Well, guess what La Cage aux Folles means in French? The birdcage. The cage of birds. The birdcage. So this is the movie that Robin Williams remade. The Birdcage was a remake of the first one, La Cage aux Folles. and this is La Cage aux Folles 2. The relationship continues. Oh my God, it does. But it is hilarious. I love it. There are people that are like, it's so stereotypes, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh my God, get over it. It's funny, okay? If I can think it's funny, don't worry about it. Okay. Moving on to the juicy. These are my specials, my boutiques. The boutique stuff that I got that I'm really happy about. I actually like the Paramount Plus boutique label. Why Pop Market did not give me a slipcase with this pissed me off. But okay. But this is Trading Places. This is the Paramount Plus remaster of Trading Places. I love Trading Places. I'm not a big Eddie Murphy fan. Do I like anything else of his? I think I like Beverly Hills Cop. I mean, I really don't care nothing that much about Eddie Murphy. However, he is a fucking genius in this movie. And Dan Aykroyd and Jamie Lee Curtis are the complete bombs. You know what I'm saying? They are so sick. They are just fantastic. This is a masterpiece of a movie. Paramount Presents, most of the time, does a really good job when they remaster their Paramount Presents boutique line. And so, yeah, this is a beautiful transfer, a beautiful 4K remaster. So that was very, very fun. Focus, camera, focus. So, yes. Care to help me with my rucksack? This is fucking Faye Dunaway. You know it. Feel it. Enjoy it. Love it. This is Mommie Dearest. This is the Paramount Presents remaster, 4K remaster of Joan Crawford, Faye Dunaway as Joan Crawford in Mommie Dearest. And I was in absolute heaven. It is a masterpiece, and both this and this will be in my next masterpiece spotlights, where I'm going to do these two and the Andromeda Strain and The People versus Larry Flint, which are all four masterpieces to me of a non-horror variety. So, Mommie Dearest is an absolute masterpiece to me. If you understand that only 10% of it's true, 10% of the book is true, and that's just mostly the timeline. This is, of course, from Christina Crawford's own husband, her other two siblings, and her brother Christopher. You know, they don't even show the other two siblings in this movie. But Joan Crawford had two other daughters as well as Christina and Christopher. Well, Christopher denounced the book as being pretty much not true. All of her friends denounced the book as pretty much not true. Her ex-husband said that was not true. The people at Pepsi Cola said it wasn't true. So, I mean, come on. The overwhelming thing is that Christina Crawford did the same thing that Betty Davis's daughter did, and that's write a scathing book because they didn't get what they wanted. So, yeah. Mommie Dearest is an absolute masterpiece. I absolutely love it. I'm very glad to have it. And this is Richard Gere and Ed Norton in Primal Fear. This is the Paramount Plus 4K remaster of it. So, you can't get any better than this movie. I mean, it is a masterpiece. It put Ed Norton on the world stage. He then went and did People vs. Larry Flint right after this. So, yeah. Richard Gere, Primal Fear, fantastic. Also from the Paramount Presents. This is from Kino Cult, Kino Lorber. This is the horror movie The Beast Within. I probably rented this 100 fucking times when I was a teenager. I love this horror movie. It is absolutely phenomenal. Yeah. Isn't BB Besh? Yeah, BB Besh and Ronnie Cox. I love Ronnie Cox. I got another one of his movies coming up here in a minute that I was so happy to get a hold of. But yeah, this is The Beast Within from Kino Lorber, the Kino Cult label. This is the new 4K plus Blu-ray remaster of Meryl Streep and Goldie Hawn and Bruce Willis in the absolutely hilarious Death Becomes Her. It's alive. I absolutely love this movie. It is too much. It's just everything about it is too much. This is Cross Creek. This is Mary Steenburgen and Rip Torn and Peter Coyote. It also has Dana Hill in it, and Malcolm McDowell, who was married to Mary Steenburgen at this time. This is set in the mid-20s, late 20s, early 30s, when she leaves her husband and she's a writer, and she buys a citrus grove right here in Florida, in northwest Florida, actually, central Florida, not far from here. And it's a true story with a little bit of dramatization, but it's a true story. And it is an absolute masterpiece as well. It's cool to see Dana Hill, she died way too young. And of course, Rip Torn and Peter Coyote are fantastic. And also Gidgey, who played that? Oh my God. Peter Coyote, Dana Hill, Mary Steenburgen. Oh no, but anyway, you'll recognize her. But yeah, everybody in this movie is absolutely phenomenal. So I'm very, very glad that they did this. Who did this? Kino Lorber. Kino Lorber Classics. They did this. This is Olive Films' remaster of Extremities before they went out of business. This is Farrah Fawcett, beat all to crap. And this is one of the most tense home invasion movies that I've ever seen. I absolutely love this movie. He is so creepy. He is so creepy. Didn't I do a video on this? I think so. I've done so many videos, I can't remember. This, I'm very, very happy to get. This is Ronnie Cox, like I told you, another movie. Art Hingle. Emmett Walsh. William Russ. Lois Childs. This is Raw Courage. This is so fun. This is such a fun movie. I was so glad to get this. It was hard to find, too. Did anybody special do it? Who is that? I don't know. Maybe it's nobody special. But the movie is special. It's very rare to get a hold of, the Blu-ray of it. And so I was very glad to do that. This was Ronnie Cox's own personal project. He wrote it, picked the stars, did everything in it. It's about 3 long-distance runners, an older guy, a little younger, and then a real young guy who are practicing for a long-distance run. And they end up, joining one, and they're going to do it where they have to run through the desert, and they run across a bunch of militiamen, crazy militiamen out there playing soldier like militia do. And they harass them, end up killing one of them, try to kill them all. It's a very, very, very good action movie. Oh yeah, I remember that scene right there. That is like badass. That is a badass kill right there. Okay, we finally have this version of The Stepfather. I only have the remake, so I've wanted this for a while, so I'm very, very glad to have the original Stepfather from Shout Factory. Yes. Very cool. This is Shout Selects Ned Kelly. I love Ned Kelly. Heath Ledger, Orlando Bloom, Naomi Watts, Jeffrey Rush. I love this movie. It was really cool to see that Shout Select had done a remaster of it. I did already have it on DVD, so it was like really good to get to have this. So yes, Ned Kelly. This is Prisoners of the Ghostland, which is sort of like, well, it's like Mandy. It's Nick Cage. What do you expect? It's weird as hell. This is actually the still book for Prisoners of the Ghostland. This is the still book, which was very cool to get. Can't have too much Nick Cage, and you can't have too much weird Nick Cage, and this movie is fucking weird. But it's also full of cool action, and I just really like it, and so I'm really glad to have the still book of Prisoners of the Ghostland. Oh my goodness, I finally got the box set for Pieces. This is an absolutely amazing release. I love Pieces. It is a classic, and I am very glad to finally have it. This is a very good release. You know, it comes with the cool Blu-ray. It comes with a nice booklet, and it's got 2 different versions of the movie. An uncut director's cut, and then a different cut. I don't know why they called it, but it says the uncut theatrical cut. The uncut North American theatrical cut, and then the uncut other director's cut, which I guess may be in Spanish or something. I hope not. I hope it's got subtitles if it does. And it comes with the soundtrack. It comes with a CD of the soundtrack for Pieces. You don't have to go to Texas for a Chainsaw Massacre. Yes, that is true. So yeah, it's a wonderful, beautiful embossed box. I really love these better than slipcases. It's like that other movie that I got and did everything on, Hunter Killer. I just really like these kind of slipcases. But this was absolutely fantastic to finally get, and absolutely expensive as well. But it was worth every penny. So yes, 3 discs, deluxe edition, 2 Blu-rays plus CD, all kind of special features. Any horror fan should have that. And finishing it up, we have my baby, Christian Slater. This is the Arrow limited edition box set of True Romance. Packed full of shit. It's like the American Gigolo one that I got, which is really cool. Beautiful release. Look at that book. You understand what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. Don't you just love Christian Slater? One of the Arquette girls. Who is that? Patricia? Yeah. I don't know. Chicks are just harder for me to remember their names unless they're like really, really, I'm like a super fan, like Jennifer Lawrence or Meryl Streep or some shit. But yes, fantastic book. Chock full of stories, behind the scenes, and pictures. Where's that picture I really wish I had a poster of? Look at him. Dude was rough. Uh-oh, it's Dennis Hopper. You know it. You gotta love it. Gary Oldman, that's who that dude. He had dreadlocks in this movie. It was so funny. He was a wicked, wicked boy. What was that damn picture of? Oh, that's it. I would love to have that poster for my wall so I could feel like 17 again. But it's a fantastic, look at it, it's just huge, huge booklet. And then it's got a big, giant, full-size poster where you can choose, like, whether you want the original or the new, because I don't really like the new artwork. That's a lot of the times. I mean, well, maybe not. See, I mean, this is the original poster, and this is this, like, cartoony painting. This is a lot better. So I definitely hang the poster up on this side. Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette, True Romance. Very, very nice. And the poster, and that gigantic book. Definitely worth the price. I'm very, very, the American Gigolo one is the same way. You just have to choose your movies. Because they also release a standard version, which would just be the Blu-ray maybe, and a little booklet inside of it. But, you just have to pick your movies as to, which ones are so important to you that you would spend $35 for. Or, and Christian Slater, I will definitely spend $35 for Christian Slater. So, yeah. Very, very happy with that. Very glad to have that and pieces. And there you go. All of my juicies for March laid out before you. And thank you very much. Let me know if you find any of these interesting, if you have any of these, want any of these, what you think about these releases. Do you have the Pieces box set? Do you have True Romance? Do you have the still book of a movie that most people have not even heard of, Prisoners of the Ghostland? It is really cool, and I will see you in the next thing I do. I have watched and scripted 3 of my zombie movies. I just have to do Rabid, and then I'll be able to film them. And I will be back with that. Love you, miss you. Bye-bye. Always remember and never forget, you're a very, very special person, no matter what anybody says. And I will see you in the next thing I do. Bye-bye.